Today I'm sharing two poems that get close to some of the third rails in our society: politics and opinions. Some think these things belong together, but for me, looking around now, I beg to differ. Are you like me? Do you look at what's happening now and feel disgusted? Does the current climate turn your stomach? It does for me. Let me share. The first poem is titled Getting Political, about politics. Let me know what you think. Relax. I'm not going to go on some political rant here. If this subject motivates you to go to higher places, you do you. I just don't understand. I don't advocate for ignorance or lack of curiosity on this subject or any other. And political decisions do affect me, you, and the world at large. Policies, laws, bills, and legislation are important, but tying your identity to a candidate is nothing but a trip to the paint store for a can of red, white, and blue paint. When your beloved candidate thinks he or she's turning water into wine, I'm not sure who's lost the plot, you or them. For me, most politicians fit like a $2 shoe. Their half-spoken words drip of pandering, and it can't be missed. Just look out any window. I remember when the typical politician, and they're all typical, was as welcomed as a Benny Binion comment at a casino. Vote your interests, not your biases. Vote your conscience, not your darker desires. Vote to uplift, not to bring down, because mankind's tied together in an uncomfortable vestment that's better than the alternative. If you desire to prosper at the expense of others, heal your befouled heart so you can ignore the temptation of the charlatan's promise. That's the first poem, and I'm curious. Are you like me, unable to come close to trusting those who we entrust? Let me know what you are and why. I'd love to know. The next poem is about exactly that, opinions. And when you think about it, social media, where you and I met, allows us to share opinions in a manner bigger and more widespread than any time in human history. And I'm not sure that's a good thing. The next poem is appropriately titled People's Opinions. I hope you enjoy it. People's opinions are everywhere. They carry an undeserving amount of stature. Too many are left paralyzed by an opinion. A question for you. Are you someone who gives every opinion the same amount of clout? I mean, do you honestly care what that nameless, avatarless social media stalker thinks about you, your body, your ideas, or really anything? Why give them access to you? Why let them have influence? I don't understand letting others have this kind of sovereignty over my well-being. Absconding my well-being to whomever bellows a thought? I've made this mistake more times than I can recall, and I've always worn the consequences like a yoke. I stopped outsourcing how I feel about myself, my work, my beliefs, my wants, my desires, my cares, unless I'd be willing to put my life on the line for them. Kind of narrows down the list a bit, huh? Having a long list like that guarantees unhappiness and heartache. Pare down that list. External forces will always provide some pressure, but don't send yourself to the bottom of the ocean in a tin can. You owe yourself better. That's my second poem, so there you go. I've entered into the dangerous world of politics and people's opinions. I hope it's caused you to think a bit, no matter what side you find yourself on. Right now, I want to share these poems with you. Let's expand and go deeper in the conversation. I'll see you over there.